Have you ever thought about what would happen if camels were in the polar regions and polar bears were in the desert? Well, I'm pretty sure we all know the answer. They won't survive. But do you know why? Well, that is what we are going to learn today. Adaptations of animals to climate. Any behavioral or physical characteristic of an organism that helps it to survive in its environment is called adaptation. Before we start, let's have a look at the learning objectives. To learn the definition of adaptation, to be aware of how animals in the polar regions survive in the extreme temperatures through an experiment, to explore the special features and characteristics of the animals in the tropical rainforests, to learn about migration and migratory birds, to conduct an experiment on the adaptations of a camel. You may have wondered how polar bears can survive in the extreme temperatures of the Arctic, where it can get up to minus 30 degrees Celsius. Well, let's find out the answer through an interesting experiment. Let's start our experiment. Materials needed for this experiment are 2 Ziploc bags, some ice, and solid fats. You can use butter, vegetable shortening, etc. Take one Ziploc bag and put the solid fats in it. Next, put your hand in the other Ziploc bag. Then, put your hand in the solid fats and then mush it so the solid fats spread evenly. This will act as the polar bear paw. Put your bare hand on the ice. Oh, it's freezing cold. Next, put your polar bear paw on the ice. Wow, I can really feel the difference. I cannot feel even a bit of the cold. So, we understood that this layer of fat keeps the polar bears warm from the extreme cold of the Arctic. I'm freezing and I think you are too. Let's go to a warmer place now. We have arrived at a tropical rainforest. These regions are generally hot and humid because of its location around the equator. Tropical rainforests can be found in India, Brazil, Malaysia, Madagascar, and Indonesia. Many animals in this region are adapted to live in the trees. Red-eyed frogs have developed sticky pads on their feet to help them climb trees. If you look at it, you can notice that it has a variety of beautiful colors. This is to camouflage itself in the rainforest. To help them live and move about trees, monkeys possess long and strong tails for grasping and swinging on tree branches. Their hands and feet help them hold on to the trees easily. Wait, what's that in the sky? Oh, it's a flock of migratory birds. Some birds must remain warm to survive. They migrate to warmer regions when winter arrives. Then they return after the winter is over. In India, we can find Siberian cranes, which comes to visit in Rajasthan, Haryana, and Manipur. Camels are the ship of the deserts. They have amazing adaptations, which lets them survive in the harsh temperatures of the desert. Unlike other creatures, camels' feet don't sink into the sand. Let us find out through an experiment. Let's start with the horse's feet. As you can see, the horse's feet is sinking into the sand. Now let's move on to the camel's feet. Wow! As you can see, it does not sink into the desert sand. So, we can conclude that the camel's feet is adapted to walk in the desert in such a way that it does not sink into the sand. Learning outcomes. We learnt what is adaptation and how different animals adapt to their surroundings. Observe the features of the animals in polar regions, which helps them to adapt to the extreme temperatures. We have seen how the monkeys and frogs can climb trees using their adaptive features. We are now aware of migratory birds and the reason why they migrate. We understood how the camel's feet prevents it from sinking into the sand. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you.